we enjoy a final glass of wine with our Miller-Ranch trainees and guests from Germany. Karl-Heinz, Stefan, and Ingo, all close friends and fellow Foxtrotter owners. Stefan is leading his trail horse to the trailer. He will ride Arizona's Outlaw. Ingo is taking care of Lilybell, a young mare to be ridden by our Navajo guide, Nesswood. Manuela from Switzerland is looking forward to riding Freddie. She has a great deal of trust in this horse, which is looking into the world always from the bright side. Freddie does not know the word hurry. Arizona's Outlaw, our world grand champion, naturally gets the deluxe cabin. Stefan checks that everything is knotted correctly. Smoky Joe, our reserve horse, will be ridden on the trail at least 1 or 2 days. As usual, Mo Travis is the last horse to be loaded. He will be ridden by Lothar and has no problem getting room in the trailer. 7 horses and 6 riders are loaded. Karl-Heinz wants to drive the truck with the horse trailer. Our trip from Miller-Ranch to Monument Valley will cover 350 miles. The total length of the journey to the camp will last 7 hours. The truck with the chuck wagon is following the truck with the horses. The groceries are stashed in cool boxes. The food supplies must last for at least 8 days. The chuck wagon is also equipped with a complete kitchen and shower with hot and cold water. This enables us to clean the dust from our boots as well as enjoy a refreshing shower after each ride. On Interstate 17, we can drive 75 miles an hour, passing Flagstaff towards Kayenta into the land of the Navajo. We make stops only for fuel because we have to be at the meeting point with our Navajo guide, Nesswood, at 5 p.m. The meeting point is the Christian congregation of the Adventists, where they allow us to fill our water tanks. The congregation supports an agricultural school here and is training Navajo people to operate an efficient biofarm on this meager desert. The first day in our camp starts as it does anywhere else, with a hearty breakfast. The Monument Valley has captured us. In spite of our excitement and eagerness, looking forward to our first ride into the valley, this landscape conveys an atmosphere of quietness and serenity. As one can see, our cowboys from Europe have great fun galloping through the desert sand. But also, the horses seem to enjoy the frolic. Freddie would not be Freddie if he did not take everything a little bit easier. Where does all this water come from? A week ago, there was such a heavy rainfall in this area that some routes into the valley had to be closed. The muddy ground makes it difficult even for Jeeps not to get stuck. Such a quantity of rain is seldom seen in the valley. Freddy being Freddy follows leisurely from behind. We had lunch out of our saddlebags. But now in the evening, the cowboys from Europe will get an authentic cowboy steak. What would happen otherwise? We better not talk about it. Each ride in this countryside is an experience. In 1925, the Monument Valley was discovered by Hollywood, and the first movie, The Vanishing American, was produced here. In the next 6 decades, many more Western movies were filmed here. After John Ford produced his first movie, Stagecoach, in Monument Valley in 1939, Hollywood could not be stopped. In that movie, John Wayne rode his horse through this orange-colored sand and became world famous. We encounter a herd of Mustangs within the scenery of the Orange Rock Formation that is one of the world's most remarkable landscapes. Fort Apache, a movie classic directed by John Ford, was also filmed here. Henry Fonda was filmed many times riding through this country on his horse. Other movies, My Darling Clementine, The Searchers, How the West Was Won, The Legend of the Lone Ranger, Rio Grande, Red River, and many more epic films were shot here. In the early 80s, the wave of Western movies ended. Ness is leading the group with the young mare Lilybell. It is her first extended ride. She is a very talented and brave mare with a wonderful natural gait. She is already showing her leadership quality. Time for a lunch break out of our saddlebags near the Swingerton Bridge, which is one of our favorite places to take a break because there is a spring here. Because of the great amount of rain this year, the spring was not needed. After a lunch break at the Swingerton Bridge, we proceed down the trail. We must dismount because the trail is simply too narrow and the rock edge is too sharp to remain on our horses. We also want to help protect our legs and saddles from scratches from the rocks. Today is the longest ride in the land of the Navajo. The trailer took us from our camp to the Mystery Valley. In the evening, the driver and trailer will wait for us at Combridge. Today we will ride almost 30 miles. Our destination is Hunts Mesa, also known as Marlboro Point. From up here, one can overlook the whole valley. We are very curious. This morning we left our camp in the valley during a sandstorm. How will the visibility be? Will we see our camp? As expected, there is not much visibility today. The sandstorm has lifted the fine sand into the air. It will take a while before it settles and we will have a clear view again. Therefore, today we have to do without shooting photos from Marlboro Point. Although it was a long day, our horses don't show it. Today Smokey Joe is with us and leading the group with Karl Heinz to the meeting point where our driver and trailer is waiting for us. Our Navajo driver took us to Combridge today. From here, we will ride into the Monument Valley towards our camp. We will have to cover almost 20 miles. This will be one of the most spectacular rides for us. It is one of the highlights in this gorgeous land. Today, Manuela is riding Legends Outlaw Blackberry. With him, she is enjoying a little faster ride. For more than 15 years, we and our guests have been riding this trail with Nesswood. It is a trail which is seldom used by others. Soon we will encounter a settlement of the Anasazi, who lived in this area between 400 and 1200 AD. This is indeed a nice location for our lunch break out of our saddlebags. Amongst the rocks, one can see the ruins of this little settlement. Some buildings are still in good condition. Obviously, the Anasazi were much smaller people than we are today. This family obviously created pottery. Here we discovered many clay fragments and collected them all on one rock. Each of our guests who found clay fragments is adding this to our collection that we have been collecting over the last 20 years. To the Navajos, these artifacts from their ancestors are sacred, and naturally we respect that and don't take anything away. However, the Navajos are not direct descendants of the Anasazis, which left this country in the 13th century. They merged with many Pueblo tribes. We continue galloping toward the edge of the rim, and from there we descend into the Monument Valley. Here, you would think that the Missouri Foxtrotters also have some goat blood in their veins. In any case, we are very glad to make this trail in the saddle of a Foxtrotter. Once again, we are in the valley at the totem pole. From here, it is not far to our camp. In the morning, we will change our camp to deep into the Navajo reservation, where there are no tourists. And as our Navajo guide Nesswood jokes, there are just no white men. Today the camp will be moved from the valley to the Painted Mountains. We give our horses a break, they enjoy the rest, only drinking and eating after the long and exhausting rides. We have no time for a break. First the camp had to be dismantled, and now it must be assembled again for 2 nights. Today, Karl Heinz is the kitchen chef. At home in Bavaria, he owns a butcher shop, a brewery, and a restaurant. He knows how to prepare a juicy steak. Around the campfire, old and new stories are told, and everybody is looking forward to the next day. Today's ride is something special. We are not going to ride a trail. Instead, we will follow the tracks of the donkeys, the wild burros. Today, Smokey Joe, our reserve horse, will be left in the camp for a break. Here we are guests of a Navajo family and are allowed to use their paddock. In springtime, they have their cattle here. The trailer takes us to the Great Wash where we start our ride. This will be our last ride during this journey into the land of the Navajo. As Nesswood always tells us, we are the only white people coming to this area. No other group rides on these donkey trails. Here is Manuela and Freddie. Manuela is a very good rider and has already seen many pictures from this trail. However, she does not like small paths lined by steep descents. She relies on Freddie and is happy that she is riding him on this trail today. While the other horses gallop up this ascending slope, Freddie takes it in his own style, cool and composed. We are not on the moon or on Mars. We are in the Painted Mountains, in the land of the Navajos. From Mo Travis, you only see his ear lap on this trail. He carries the rider with the camera, Lothar. One of our guests named this part of the trail the Whale Ridge. You must be mad was the opinion of Key, a Navajo friend of Nesswood. He did not have a foxtrotter at this time. While our foxtrotters remain cool and composed, the pulse from some of the riders is beating higher. For Mo Travis, this is all old hat. He has already been on this trail more than 20 times. Therefore, I have no problem with the camera. He knows the trail and does it all by himself. With his 19 years, he is a very experienced trail horse. Well ahead, we can see Nesswood on Lilybell. This is her first time on this trail. Actually, it is her very first trail at all. She seems to be a talented natural trail horse. It was a long night around the campfire. There was only one topic during this last night, the horses, our Missouri Foxtrotters. Everything comes to an end, and also our days in the land of the Navajo. All participants will have sweet memories for the rest of their lives about these days. They will have much to tell about how they performed and about the performance of their horses. Someday they will tell their grandchildren and friends about this adventure. As is always the case, the mountains will certainly be higher and steeper and the paths narrower.